Good morning, class. Today, I welcome you back to the second edition of the village of Palampur. This is Miss Khyati Dwarkadas. Last time, I remember we had covered the factors of production in Palampur, that is land, labor, capital, human capital. In brief, we had also tried to do modern farming methods, and today we shall be doing them in detail. If you recollect, last time from this particular flow chart, you had copied factors of production. Today, you will copy the farming activities which are shown over here. The farming activities which include multiple cropping, modern farming methods, the irrigation dams, canals, pump sets, HYV seeds, fertilizers, pesticides, farm machinery. This you will draw. You will draw land distribution, small farmer, medium farmer, large farmer, landless laborer. And you will draw capital requirements, save money, borrow money. When you draw save money, large and medium farmers. When you borrow money, small farmers, landless laborers. These many things you will draw in your notebook today from the flow chart. You have already covered this part of your flow chart. So today you are doing 1, 2, and 3 angles of the flow chart. You may rerun the video in case if you haven't finished the copying. So as we had discussed last time, factors of production, every production is organized by combining land, labor, physical capital and human capital, and this entire process is called factors of production. So when we come to farming in Palampur, land is fixed. Farming is the main production activity in Palampur. So if you realize last time, if you recall, I had asked you to draw an imaginary village in your notebooks. I hope you have finished drawing and coloring it. 75% of the people who are working are dependent on farming for their livelihood. They could be farmers, meaning they have their own farm, or they could be farm laborers. That means they will be working on somebody else's farm. There is a basic constraint in raising farm production. Why? Because the land under cultivation is fixed. We had studied it in the introduction only, that few people own maximum land and maximum people own little land. So when the land is fixed, obviously everybody cannot be owning it. So land under area under cultivation is practically fixed. Since 1960 in Palampur, there has been no expansion in land area under cultivation. By then, some of the wastelands in the village had been converted into cultivable land. So there exists now no more further scope to increase farm production by bringing new land under cultivation. And the standard unit of measuring land is the hectare. Is there any way in which one can grow more from the same land? Can they do something? Do you think they can? Yes, they can. Palampur would resemble a village, ideally in the western part of the state of Uttar Pradesh. All the land in Palampur is cultivated. No land is left idle. During the rainy season, which we know as the Kharif season, farmers grow jowar and bajra. These plants are used as cattle feed. It is followed by cultivation of potato between October and December. In the winter season, which is the Rabi season, fields are sown with wheat. So you now know the names of the Kharif crops, jowar, bajra. You know that wheat is a Rabi crop. In between the two seasons, we also know they grow potato. From the wheat that is produced, farmers keep enough wheat for the family of the farmer. And then the surplus wheat, the excess wheat, is sold at the nearby market in Raiganj. A part of the land area is also devoted to sugarcane, which is harvested only once every year. Sugarcane in its raw form or as jaggery is sold to farmers in Shahpur. So you can see some images that we have put up for you. Now, in order to aid more farming, the Green Revolution of the late 1960s introduced the farmer to cultivation of wheat and rice using high-yielding variety of seeds, which we know famously as the HYV seeds, compared to the traditional seeds. So the HYV seeds promise to produce much greater amount of grain on a single plant. Resultantly, the same piece of land would now produce for larger quantities of food grains than was possible earlier. Farmers of Punjab, Haryana, West UP were the first to try out the modern farming method in India. The farmers in these regions set up tube wells for irrigation, made use of HYV seeds, chemical fertilizers and pesticides in farming. Some of them even bought farm machinery like tractors, threshers, etc., which made plowing and harvesting faster. They were rewarded with high yields of wheat. If you notice this diagram to the right, where they have the modern farming method shown to you, this is the same diagram I remember I had told you last time to copy from the textbook. So once again, I wish for the best and I hope for the best that you have drawn and colored and neatly labeled the diagram. Any incomplete work in your notebook, children, please try and finish it. Do not keep anything for the 11th hour. Do not let your work pile up. This brings us to a very, very important question. If we are growing more from the same land, will the land sustain? How much can the land take? So land being a natural resource is very, very necessary to be careful in its use. Scientific reports indicate that the modern farming methods have overused the natural resource base. In many areas, the Green Revolution is associated with the loss of soil fertility due to increased use of chemical fertilizers. I want you to copy this part in your notebook because this is also part of the disadvantages of the Green Revolution. So when we talk of the disadvantages of the Green Revolution, you will obviously be mentioning this. So I need you to copy this part as the disadvantage of the Green Revolution. Also, continuous use of groundwater for tube well irrigation has reduced the water table below the ground. Environmental resources like soil fertility and groundwater are built up over many years. Once destroyed, it is very difficult to restore them. We must take care of the environment to ensure future development of agriculture. This is one more slide that goes into your notebook. So every time that I have written NB on top in the left corner, which you can see here, each time you notice this NB going in the book, it means this goes in your notebook. Will the land sustain? Land being a natural resource, it is necessary to be careful in its use. This is your sustainable development. Scientific reports have stated that modern methods have overused the natural resource, and the Green Revolution is associated with the loss of soil fertility due to increased use of chemical fertilizers. And just on your previous screen, you had checked the use of chemical fertilizers. There was a yellow box which I did not read out to you. How is land distributed between the farmers of Palampur? You must have realized by now that land is important. It's very important for farming. Unfortunately, not all the people are engaged in agriculture, and not all who are engaged in agriculture have sufficient land for cultivation. In Palampur, only about 1/3 of the 450 families are landless, which is quite a few, 150 families. And most of them are Dalits who have no land for cultivation. More than half the area of the village is covered by plots that are quite large in size. In Palampur, there are 60 families of medium and large farmers who cultivate more than 2 hectares of land. A few of the large farmers have land extending to over 10 hectares or more. So now you can see the disparity. Some have very much land, some don't have land. Once again, the distribution of land goes in the notebook. 150 families, most of them being Dalits, have no land for cultivation. Of the remaining families, 240 families cultivate less than 2 hectares, so there's barely any profit. 60 families of medium and large farmers who cultivate 2 hectares, and very few are the large farmers whose land cultivation increases to more than 10 hectares of land. Then who will provide the labor if all the land is now under cultivation? So after land, labor is the next necessary factor for production. Farming requires a great deal of hard work. Small farmers, along with their families, cultivate their own fields. Thus, they provide the labor required for farming themselves. Medium and large farmers hire farm laborers to work on their fields. And you can see the percentage given in the graphic below. You have countries to the left and the percentage of people working in India. You can see that almost 48,000 people are working. Unfortunately, now with the migrant crisis in India, this entire proportion will change. In fact, now the Supreme Court has asked the states and the union territories to provide what work the migrants will do once they have landed in their home states. So that's going to be your homework to find out what decision, what explanation, what measures the state governments and the union territories are going to provide. One more screen for the notebook. Who will provide labor? Land is the next most necessary factor. Small farmers with their families cultivate their own fields, thus cutting cost of labor. Medium and large farmers hire farm laborers to work on their fields. Farm laborers come from landless farmers or farmers cultivating small fields of land. This is for the notebook. Now I have an activity for you for your notebook. There is a dialogue between Dala and Ramkali, and this dialogue comes to us right on page 8. I need you to depict the dialogue between Dala and Ramkali in the form of a pictographic story in your notebook. So do not copy the textual image. I'd like you to imagine a Dala and a Ramkali in this conversation and form a pictographic story. The storyboard could be of any kind that you like. It is your imagination, your freedom to express yourself. It could be a timeline template or a storyboard or a cartoon or a caricature. The choice is yours. It could even be a stick figure. But the dialogue has to be depicted pictographically in your notebook. At the same time, from page 4, I would like you to do this thing. There's a table there with the name of the crop, the month in which it is sown, harvested, the source of irrigation, whether it's rain, tank, tube well, canal, etc. That will go in your notebook. On page 5, there are 2 of those let's discuss boxes. There are 2 boxes of let's discuss. One is a let's discuss and one is a suggested activity before will the land sustain. I need you to do both of those in your notebook. One is the multiple cropping let's discuss and one is a field visit. Now obviously you're not going to go out to visit a field, but from your knowledge of the text and Google Baba Ki Jai, you will find out. On page 7, there's a graph 1.1, distribution of cultivated area and farmers. So I need you to do the let's discuss on page 7. Until we meet again, there is a lot of written work for you to do. You may do a little every day. And until we meet again, thank you, goodbye, see you, happy schooling, happy rains.